For stronger legs after 60, it's not just about exercise or age. What many people never realize is that hidden vitamin deficiencies silently weaken the legs at night. You may have been told that aging is the natural reason your muscles become slower, weaker, or less stable, but that's only part of the truth. The real cause often lies in missing nutrients that are rarely mentioned in commercials or even by doctors. Think about this. One deficiency alone can triple your risk of falling, slow your recovery after activity, and increase leg cramps dramatically. That is why so many seniors notice numbness, stiffness, or fatigue in their calves and thighs even when they try to stay active. Without the right support, muscles and nerves cannot repair themselves while you sleep. Here, on the Golden Age Health Channel, we believe your nights are the key to stronger mornings. New research confirms that by correcting just 3 specific vitamin gaps before bed, seniors can wake up with improved balance, less pain, and faster muscle recovery in only a matter of days. This is not about expensive drugs or complicated programs. It's about natural, affordable solutions that restore the body's strength from within. And in this video, we'll reveal exactly which 3 vitamins you should take before bed to protect your legs and mobility for the years ahead. Before we begin, we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below with your age, where you're watching from, and the vitamins or supplements you currently take. On the Golden Age Health Channel, we personally read and reply to every single comment with guidance that fits your age, your routine, and your health goals. This is your chance to get personalized advice and also inspire others in our community to build stronger, healthier legs together. Let's start with the first vitamin, one that most seniors have heard of, but very few actually understand in depth: vitamin B12. It is often mentioned casually as good for energy, but in reality, its importance goes far beyond energy. B12 is essential for the very foundation of how your legs function, how they move, balance, and stay strong even as the years pass. Without it, your brain and muscles lose their ability to communicate properly, and that is when weakness, cramps, and dangerous falls begin to creep into daily life. Now, here's the hidden truth. Leg weakness in seniors is often blamed on aging, arthritis, or even fatigue. But in many cases, the silent culprit is a lack of B12. This vitamin acts like the wiring system of your body. Imagine your nervous system as a vast electrical grid. Your brain sends out signals like a power station, and those signals travel through nerves like wires until they reach the muscles in your legs. When B12 levels are low, it's as if the insulation on those wires begins to fray. The signal weakens, becomes interrupted, and your muscles don't get the proper message. That's when you start to feel unsteady, your steps become slower, or your legs give way unexpectedly. This isn't just theory. Medical research has shown again and again that older adults with low B12 levels are far more likely to suffer from balance issues, difficulty walking, and frequent falls. One large study published in Neurology followed more than 25,000 seniors and revealed that those with B12 deficiency were 60% more likely to experience serious falls. Imagine that, more than half again as many falls simply from not having enough of one vitamin. Even more alarming, those with very low levels were almost 3 times more likely to lose mobility. So why does this happen so often after age 60? The main reason is absorption. When we are young, the stomach produces enough hydrochloric acid to break down food and release B12 into a form our body can use. But as we age, stomach acid levels drop significantly. That means even if you're eating plenty of meat, eggs, or fish, your body may not be extracting the B12 from it. Studies estimate that up to 43% of adults over 60 have either low or borderline levels of B12. Many of them don't know it because the symptoms develop gradually and can easily be mistaken for normal aging. The early signs of low B12 often start subtly. Maybe you feel tingling in your toes at night. Maybe your calves feel stiff, or you find your feet falling asleep more often than before. You might notice you trip over small objects or feel a sudden wobble when standing up. Over time, these signs progress into more serious problems: dragging your feet, needing to hold onto furniture for balance, or experiencing painful leg cramps at night that interrupt your sleep. These symptoms can even mimic conditions like diabetic neuropathy or early Parkinson's, which is why so many seniors are misdiagnosed and given treatments that don't address the real problem. The role of B12 is also crucial in building and maintaining something called the myelin sheath, the protective covering around your nerves. Without enough B12, this sheath breaks down and your nerves cannot carry signals effectively. Think of it as the rubber insulation around an electrical wire. When it wears off, sparks fly, signals are lost, and the system malfunctions. That's exactly what happens in your nervous system. The result is weakness, imbalance, cramps, and even sharp, shooting pains in the legs. But here's the hopeful part. Restoring B12 levels can bring surprisingly fast improvements, because your body is designed to repair itself every night during sleep. Giving it B12 before bed allows those repair cycles to work at full capacity. At night, your nervous system is most active in restoring damaged tissue and resetting muscle signaling. If B12 is present, the repair is efficient. If it's absent, the repair stalls. That's why timing matters. Tip 1: timing: take B12 before bed. Unlike caffeine or other stimulants, B12 does not interfere with sleep. In fact, some seniors report deeper and more restful sleep when they restore their levels. Why? Because B12 helps regulate the nervous system, which calms restless legs and nighttime twitching. Tip 2: form matters. Not all B12 supplements are equal. The most effective form for seniors is called methylcobalamin. This is the natural form your body can use immediately. In contrast, the common cyanocobalamin form must be converted in the liver, which is often less efficient in older adults. Look for sublingual tablets, the kind that dissolve under the tongue. They bypass the digestive system and enter the bloodstream directly. This is especially important if you have stomach issues or have been told you have low stomach acid. Tip 3: dosage. For most seniors, starting with 1,000 micrograms per day is both safe and effective. Some people may need more depending on their blood test results, but this is a reliable starting point. Always take it consistently. The key is not a massive single dose, but steady support every night. Now, let's talk about results. How soon can you expect to notice changes? Many seniors report feeling improvements within 10 to 14 days: steadier legs, less tingling, and reduced cramping. In one clinical case study, a senior who couldn't walk more than 10 minutes without help regained the ability to walk independently after just 6 weeks of consistent B12 therapy. These results are not miracles. They are simply what happens when your body is finally given the tools it needs to function properly. But the benefits of B12 go beyond the legs. Expanding on the science, low B12 has also been linked to memory loss, reduced concentration, and even mood changes like irritability or mild depression. This means that by restoring your B12 levels, you may also notice clearer thinking, sharper focus, and better emotional balance. Many seniors describe it as feeling younger or getting their spark back. That's the hidden gift of correcting this deficiency. Practical trick: habit anchoring. One of the best ways to ensure you never miss your B12 is to pair it with an existing habit. For example, place your B12 bottle next to your toothbrush or your evening tea mug. Every time you brush your teeth or prepare tea, you'll be reminded to take your tablet. Over time, it becomes automatic, no thinking required. Another helpful method is to set a nightly alarm on your phone labeled leg strength. That little reminder can help you stay consistent until the habit is fully formed. Remember, consistency is what transforms results. It's also worth noting that certain medications can interfere with B12 absorption. Drugs like metformin, commonly used for diabetes, and acid-blocking medications can reduce B12 levels further. If you are taking these, supplementation becomes even more critical. Expanded insight. Research has also shown that B12 plays a role in producing red blood cells. This means it directly affects oxygen delivery to your muscles. Low B12 leads to fewer healthy red blood cells, causing fatigue, slower recovery, and that heavy, tired feeling in your legs. By improving oxygen delivery, B12 helps your muscles contract more efficiently and reduces that sensation of dragging your legs around. To summarize this section, here's what you need to remember. B12 is not just about energy. It is the essential link between your brain and your muscles. After 60, your stomach often cannot absorb enough B12 from food. Deficiency causes numbness, cramps, weakness, imbalance, and a higher risk of falls. The best form is sublingual methylcobalamin taken before bed. Start with 1,000 micrograms nightly and build the habit consistently. Improvements can be seen in as little as 2 weeks, with bigger changes after 6 weeks. Beyond legs, restoring B12 can sharpen memory, improve mood, and support overall vitality. If your legs have felt tight, unsteady, or weak lately, don't ignore the signs. It may not simply be old age. It could be your body's way of telling you it's starved for B12. And the longer the nerves go without it, the harder it is to restore full strength. Starting tonight, you have the opportunity to reverse that. Now let's move on to the second vitamin, one that many people think of only in connection with bones, but which is in fact a powerful protector of your muscles, vitamin D3. Often called the sunshine vitamin, D3 is far more important than most seniors realize, and it may be the key difference between legs that feel weak and legs that carry you with strength and confidence. Most people know that vitamin D supports calcium absorption for healthy bones. But here's what most seniors don't hear. D3 directly influences how your muscles grow, recover, and function. After the age of 60, the natural ability to build muscle fibers slows down dramatically. Even simple daily activities like walking upstairs, standing from a chair, or carrying groceries can leave you feeling sore and tired. Without enough vitamin D3, this rebuilding process nearly grinds to a halt, leading to a condition called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. And it usually begins in the legs. This is why so many seniors notice that their thighs, calves, and glutes feel thinner, weaker, or more painful as the years go by. You may still be eating well and staying active, but if D3 is low, your muscles cannot fully recover. Research has shown that seniors with low vitamin D levels are significantly more likely to fall, more likely to suffer fractures, and slower to heal after any injury. The science here is strong. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that seniors with low D3 levels who started supplementation experienced a 34% reduction in falls and a 19% increase in leg strength in just 3 months. Those are not small numbers. They represent a dramatic improvement in independence and mobility. Imagine being able to climb stairs again with less effort or walk further without fatigue, all from correcting one silent deficiency. Now, why do so many seniors have low vitamin D3? You might think it's because of not spending enough time in the sun. That's part of it, but there's another hidden reason. After age 60, the skin itself produces up to 75% less vitamin D from the same amount of sunlight compared to when you were younger. That means even if you go outside every day, your body may still not be making enough. Combine that with sunscreen use, cloudy weather, and time spent indoors, and the risk of deficiency becomes almost guaranteed. In fact, studies suggest that more than 70% of seniors are deficient in vitamin D3. The good news is that supplementation works, but timing is just as important as dosage. Remember, your body repairs itself at night. Growth hormone is released during deep sleep, and that's when your muscles are rebuilding. Taking D3 before bed ensures that it is available exactly when your body needs it most. This alignment with your natural repair cycle is what makes nighttime dosing so powerful. Tip 1. Combine with healthy fat. Vitamin D3 is fat-soluble, which means it needs a little healthy fat to be absorbed efficiently. You don't need a heavy meal, but pairing it with a spoonful of almond butter, a few nuts, or a slice of avocado in the evening can dramatically improve absorption. Tip 2. Choose D3, not D2. Some supplements are labeled as vitamin D2, but this form is far less effective at raising blood levels. Always look for vitamin D3, also known as cholecalciferol, which is the form your body naturally makes from sunlight. Tip 3. Dosage. For most seniors, 2,000 to 4,000 IU per night is safe and effective. However, the exact dosage should ideally be guided by a blood test. Too little will not correct the deficiency, but too much can cause imbalances. The sweet spot is regular, consistent intake within that safe range. Beyond muscles, vitamin D3 has expanded benefits. It helps regulate inflammation, which is why many seniors with leg cramps or aching thighs at night find relief after correcting their levels. Chronic, low-level inflammation often builds silently in the muscles and joints, causing that burning or heavy feeling in the calves when trying to sleep. D3 calms this inflammation, allowing muscles to relax and regenerate properly. There's also evidence that D3 supports the immune system, helping older adults fight off infections more effectively. That means by restoring your D3, you're not only strengthening your legs but also protecting your overall health. Seniors with healthy vitamin D levels often report fewer colds, more energy, and even improved mood. Let me share a practical story. One woman in her late 60s came to Golden Age Health reporting that she felt exhausted climbing a single flight of stairs. She assumed it was just aging, but her blood test showed very low vitamin D3. After just 2 months of taking 3,000 IU nightly with a small handful of almonds, she reported not only stronger legs, but also better sleep and a brighter mood. This is the difference that correcting a simple deficiency can make. Practical trick: evening routine. Pair your vitamin D3 with another nightly habit. For example, place your D3 bottle next to your reading glasses or beside your evening tea mug. Each night when you sit down to relax, take your D3 with a small healthy snack. This routine ensures that you never miss a dose and that your body has a steady supply for nightly repair. What about side effects? Some worry that taking D3 at night will interfere with sleep. In fact, the opposite is often true. Studies show that restoring D3 levels can improve sleep quality by calming the nervous system and reducing nighttime muscle cramps. Seniors often report falling asleep faster and waking with fewer aches when they take their D3 consistently before bed. Expanded insight. Another overlooked benefit is circulation. Vitamin D3 improves how blood vessels function, helping deliver oxygen and nutrients to muscles more efficiently. Poor circulation is one reason seniors feel heavy, tired legs even after short walks. By supporting vascular health, D3 indirectly enhances endurance and reduces that sluggish feeling. Now, let's tie this together. With B12, you strengthen the nerve-muscle connection. With D3, you fuel muscle repair, reduce inflammation, and restore endurance. The combination sets the stage for real change. But there's one more piece missing, a vitamin that works hand in hand with D3. Without it, calcium can end up in the wrong places, your arteries, your joints, or your soft tissues, instead of strengthening your bones and muscles. That final piece is vitamin K2. Now we arrive at the third vitamin, one that is rarely discussed but may be the most powerful of all when it comes to regaining strength in your legs: vitamin K2. Most people have heard of vitamin K, but they confuse K1 with K2. K1 is found in leafy greens and helps blood clot properly. K2, however, is a completely different story. It directs calcium to where it should go in your body and away from where it doesn't belong. For seniors, this is the missing piece that completes the puzzle. Think about calcium as a traveler. It enters your bloodstream, but without proper guidance, it may wander into places it doesn't belong. Instead of strengthening your bones, it can harden your arteries, stiffen your joints, or accumulate in soft tissues. This is one reason many seniors feel aching knees, cramping calves, or tightness in the legs even if they're taking calcium or vitamin D. K2 is like the traffic director that points calcium in the right direction, ensuring it strengthens your bones and supports your muscles. Without K2, the benefits of vitamin D3 are incomplete and sometimes even harmful. Research confirms this. In a 2021 study published in Nutrients, seniors who took K2 supplements experienced a 21% increase in quadriceps strength and a 31% improvement in standing balance within just 8 weeks. These are not small changes. They represent a measurable return of independence, the ability to stand more steadily, walk more confidently, and reduce the constant fear of falling. The relationship between D3 and K2 is especially important. Vitamin D3 increases calcium absorption, raising the amount in your bloodstream. But if K2 is lacking, that calcium floats freely and deposits in the wrong places. Over time, this leads to stiff arteries, painful joints, and brittle bones. Pairing D3 with K2 creates harmony. D3 delivers calcium into the bloodstream, while K2 ensures it arrives safely in the bones and muscles. This partnership is why so many seniors who take only D3 still complain of stiffness or worsening joint pain. In nearly all cases, K2 is the missing link. Tip 1: choose MK7 form. Not all K2 supplements are the same. The most effective form for seniors is MK7, which has a longer half-life in the body. That means it stays active for longer, ensuring your bones and muscles receive support throughout the night. Tip 2: dosage. A nightly dose of 100 to 200 micrograms is generally effective. Taken with your D3 in the evening, it ensures your body is in the best position to direct calcium during your natural repair cycles. Tip 3: pair with diet. K2 is naturally found in aged cheeses, egg yolks, liver, and a Japanese fermented soybean dish called natto. However, these foods are rarely eaten in large amounts today, especially in Western diets. That's why supplementation is often necessary to reach consistent levels. Beyond calcium, K2 activates specific proteins that directly trigger muscle repair and growth. One of these proteins, osteocalcin, not only strengthens bone, but also improves muscle glucose metabolism. This means your muscles use sugar more efficiently, which is vital for seniors with poor circulation, insulin resistance, or early diabetes. In clinical trials, seniors who took K2 showed improved blood sugar regulation and better endurance during walking tests. They also reported less fatigue and soreness the next day. Expanded inside circulation and heart health. Calcium that ends up in arteries makes them stiff and narrow, increasing the risk of cardiovascular problems. By redirecting calcium away from arteries and toward bones, K2 also protects the heart and circulation. Seniors often notice that with consistent K2, their legs feel lighter, their endurance improves, and that rubber band sensation in their calves during the day begins to fade. Practical trick: evening routine. To keep it simple, take your K2 capsule at the same time as your D3, ideally 30 minutes before bed, with a light snack that includes healthy fat. This pairing enhances both absorption and effectiveness. A bedtime tray with your B12, D3, K2, and a glass of water can make this routine effortless. Let's consider a real-world example. A man in his early 70s complained that his legs felt stiff by lunchtime and climbing stairs had become a daily struggle. He was already taking calcium and D3, yet the stiffness persisted. After adding K2, MK7 form to his nightly routine, within 8 weeks he reported not only less stiffness but also more endurance during walks. His balance improved, and his energy during the day was noticeably higher. This shows how K2 completes the circle of support for bones, muscles, and nerves. Tip 4: consistency is everything. Unlike quick fixes, K2 works gradually. You won't feel an overnight miracle, but with steady intake, your body begins to shift calcium to the right places, rebuild muscle memory, and restore resilience. Think of it as planting seeds that grow stronger each week you stay consistent. Expanded benefit: sleep quality. Some seniors also find that when pairing K2 with D3 at night, sleep becomes deeper and less interrupted by cramps. This may be due to the calming effect of improved circulation and reduced inflammation in the muscles. Stronger sleep means better recovery, which creates a positive cycle for stronger legs. To summarize, here's what to remember about K2. It is not the same as K1. K2 directs calcium to bones and muscles. Without K2, calcium and D3 can build up in arteries or joints, causing stiffness. Studies show significant improvements in strength and balance with supplementation. The MK7 form is best, at a dose of 100–200 micrograms nightly. Dietary sources are limited, so supplements are often necessary. Benefits extend beyond legs to circulation, heart health, and even blood sugar control. When combined with B12 and D3, K2 creates the perfect trio. B12 repairs the nerves, D3 fuels the muscles, and K2 directs calcium and activates muscle-building proteins. Together, they form the foundation for strong, balanced legs and renewed independence after 60. So far, we've covered the 3 key vitamins: B12 for nerves, D3 for muscle growth, and K2 for calcium direction and circulation. But the real magic happens when you put them into a consistent nightly routine. That's what we'll explore next. Now that we've explored the 3 key vitamins, the next step is putting them into action with a simple and effective nightly routine. Knowledge alone won't change your legs, consistent habits will. The goal is not to make things complicated, but to create an evening ritual that you can repeat effortlessly, night after night, until it becomes second nature. The first step is B12. Since your digestive system often struggles to absorb B12 after 60, the sublingual form is ideal. These small tablets dissolve under your tongue and go straight into your bloodstream, bypassing the stomach. Place the tablet under your tongue about 30 minutes before bed, ideally at least 2 hours after dinner so food doesn't interfere. Think of it as giving your nerves a direct power boost before the repair cycle begins. The second step is D3. This vitamin works best when taken with a little healthy fat. That doesn't mean a heavy meal right before sleep, but a light snack like a few almonds, a spoonful of nut butter, or a small slice of cheese. D3 fuels muscle repair during deep sleep, so taking it alongside this snack ensures your body absorbs and uses it efficiently. The ideal timing is around 20–30 minutes before bed. The third step is K2. This vitamin works hand in hand with D3, so it should be taken at the same time. A dose of 100–200 micrograms of MK7 form is usually enough to keep calcium moving to your bones and muscles. Taking it together with D3 makes them both more effective, and doing so before bed allows your body to direct calcium to the right places during the night. Tip: build a bedtime tray. One of the easiest tricks to make this routine stick is to prepare a small tray with everything you need: your supplements, a glass of water, and maybe even your evening tea or journal. Place it near your bedside or in the kitchen where you prepare your last drink of the night. This visual reminder makes it much harder to forget and much easier to stay consistent. Tip: habit anchoring. Tie your supplement routine to an action you already do every night. For example, when you brush your teeth, place your B12 tablet under your tongue. When you prepare your herbal tea, take your D3 and K2 with a handful of nuts. By linking new habits to old ones, You reduce the mental effort needed to remember. Practical trick: spacing with medications. If you take prescription medications, it's important to space them at least 1 hour apart from your vitamins unless your doctor advises otherwise. This avoids interference and ensures each supplement is absorbed properly. If you take medications at dinner, your vitamins will fit perfectly into the later part of your evening. Expanded insight: relaxation before bed. Your body repairs best when you are calm. Pair your supplement routine with a short relaxation practice. Deep breathing, a few minutes of light stretching, or a calming cup of herbal tea can improve sleep quality and enhance the way your body uses these vitamins. Better sleep equals better recovery, which means stronger legs in the morning. Example routine: dinner at 6:30 p.m. B12 under the tongue at 8:30 p.m. Around 9:30 p.m., prepare a small snack of nuts or avocado. Then take D3 and K2 together with a glass of water. At 10:00 p.m., do a few minutes of deep breathing or gentle stretching. Lights out at 10:30 p.m. This simple structure ensures your body gets the nutrients right when it needs them most, while also supporting deeper, more restorative sleep. Over time, you'll notice small but powerful changes: less stiffness at night, easier movement in the morning, and greater stability throughout the day. Within weeks, balance and confidence begin to return. Within months, the strength you thought you had lost can be rebuilt step by step. The real secret here is not just the vitamins, but the consistency of your nightly ritual. By repeating the same sequence every evening, you train your body to expect recovery and renewal while you sleep. So, starting tonight, set up your tray, take your vitamins in order, and let your body do what it has been designed to do all along: heal, repair, and rebuild itself naturally. Now that you have your 3 key vitamins in place each night, let's take things one step further. Supplements are powerful, but they work best when combined with a few simple lifestyle habits that prepare your body to absorb nutrients, recover faster, and wake up stronger. These are not complex routines. They are small, practical adjustments that fit easily into your daily life. Think of them as silent partners to your vitamins, boosting their effectiveness without adding more pills. Habit 1. Hydration with intention. Most seniors underestimate how important hydration is for leg strength and recovery. Your muscles are like sponges. They need water to absorb nutrients, deliver oxygen, and flush out waste. When you're even slightly dehydrated, blood becomes thicker, circulation slows, and muscle cells struggle to use the very vitamins you've worked so hard to take. Studies published in the Journal of Aging Research found that mild dehydration led to a 14% drop in leg endurance and delayed muscle recovery by several hours. That's why so many seniors complain of dull, achy legs at night. They assume it's aging, but in reality, it's often their body running low on fluid. Tip: steady sipping. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Aim for a small glass of water every 90 minutes while awake. Sipping steadily keeps hydration levels stable without overloading your bladder at night. Tip: flavor it naturally. If plain water feels boring, add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or even a sprig of mint. These natural flavors not only make it more enjoyable but also provide a light boost of antioxidants. Practical trick: evening cutoff. Stop drinking water about 1 hour before bed. This avoids nighttime bathroom trips that disrupt sleep. Instead, have your last small glass with your D3 and K2. That way, you stay hydrated while also helping your supplements absorb. Over time, consistent hydration supports better circulation, reduces nighttime cramps, and allows your body to use B12, D3, and K2 more effectively. Habit 2. Light, balanced dinners. What you eat in the evening directly affects how your body repairs at night. Heavy, starchy, or sugary meals force your digestive system to work overtime while you sleep. Instead of focusing on rebuilding muscle and nerves, your body is stuck processing food. The result: poor absorption of your supplements, restless sleep, and stiffer legs in the morning. A study in clinical nutrition showed that seniors who ate a high glycemic meal after 7 p.m. had nearly double the rate of nighttime muscle stiffness and 38% less efficient nutrient absorption. That means the vitamins you took before bed simply couldn't do their job properly. Tip: keep it light. Aim for a dinner that includes lean protein, vegetables, and healthy fat. For example, grilled chicken with steamed broccoli and a drizzle of olive oil, or a boiled egg with sautéed greens. This combination is easy to digest and supports muscle repair. Tip: timing matters. Try to finish dinner at least 2 hours before bed. This allows digestion to slow down so your vitamins can be absorbed without interference. Practical trick: magnesium-rich snacks. If you need a light snack later in the evening, choose foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, or a small piece of dark chocolate. These are rich in magnesium, which relaxes muscles, supports sleep, and works hand in hand with your vitamin routine. Keeping dinner lighter not only improves digestion but also reduces inflammation in the legs. You'll wake up with less stiffness and more energy for the day ahead. Habit 3. Gentle evening movement. The third habit is perhaps the most underrated: light movement before bed. This isn't about exercise or pushing your body hard. It's about activating circulation and telling your muscles, I'm still alive, I'm still working, and I'm ready to heal. Just a few minutes of simple movements can make a dramatic difference in how your legs feel at night and in the morning. In a 2021 study published in Geriatric Rehabilitation, seniors who performed 5 minutes of gentle leg exercises before bed saw a 22% increase in nighttime blood flow to their lower limbs. Within just 10 days, they reported less cramping, less stiffness, and improved balance. Tip: seated leg extensions. Sit on a chair and slowly extend one leg out straight, hold for 2 seconds, then lower. Repeat 10 times per leg. This activates your thigh muscles without strain. Tip: ankle circles. While sitting or lying down, rotate each ankle in a slow circle, 10 times in each direction. This supports circulation in the calves and feet. Tip: heel raises. Stand behind a chair for support, then slowly rise onto your toes and lower back down. Repeat 10 times. This engages your calves and promotes blood flow. Expanded insight: real-life example. One senior shared that before adding this habit, she often woke up with painful cramps in her calves. After just 2 weeks of doing heel raises and ankle circles each night, her cramps disappeared, and she noticed more spring in her step during morning walks. This shows how even small movements can reset the body's healing process. Stacking the habits with your vitamins. Now, let's combine these habits with your nightly supplement routine. Hydrate steadily throughout the day, with your last small glass of water taken alongside D3 and K2 in the evening. Keep dinner light and balanced, finishing at least 2 hours before bed, and choose magnesium-rich snacks if needed. Do 5 minutes of gentle movement, seated leg extensions, ankle circles, or heel raises right before taking your supplements and getting into bed. When stacked together, these habits create the perfect environment for B12, D3, and K2 to work. Hydration delivers the vitamins where they are needed. A light dinner prevents interference. Gentle movement boosts circulation, making sure those nutrients reach the muscles. Why these habits matter. Alone, vitamins can do a lot, but paired with the right habits, they do even more. Think of it like gardening. The vitamins are the seeds, but hydration, diet, and movement are the sunlight and soil. Without them, the seeds may sprout slowly or unevenly. With them, the growth is faster, stronger, and more resilient. And remember, these habits don't require special equipment or extra cost. They are free, simple, and immediately available. You don't have to change your entire lifestyle. Just a few small shifts each evening can transform how your legs feel, how you sleep, and how much confidence you carry into the next day. So, the 3 vitamins B12, D3, and K2 give your body the essential tools. But these 3 habits, hydration, lighter dinners, and gentle evening movement, are the accelerators that help those tools work faster and better. Together, they create a routine that doesn't just stop weakness or cramps, but actively rebuilds leg strength night after night. So let's bring it all together. We've uncovered the truth that leg weakness after 60 is not simply old age. The hidden causes are often silent deficiencies in three critical vitamins. Vitamin B12 restores the power lines between your brain and your muscles, helping nerves send signals and keeping your steps steady. Vitamin D3 fuels muscle repair, reduces inflammation, and strengthens your legs during the very hours you're asleep. And vitamin K2 directs calcium exactly where it belongs, to your bones and muscles, while keeping it out of your arteries and joints. On their own, each of these vitamins is powerful, but taken together, and at the right time before bed, they create a nightly repair cycle that transforms the way your body heals and rebuilds. Instead of waking with stiff, tired legs, you can rise with more energy, more stability, and more confidence in every step. And it doesn't stop there. By adding 3 simple habits: staying hydrated with intention, keeping your dinners light and balanced, and doing just a few minutes of gentle leg movements before sleep, you give these vitamins the perfect environment to work. These are the small shifts that make the big difference. Here at the Golden Age Health Channel, we believe your legs are more than just muscles. They are your foundation, your independence, and your freedom. Protecting them means protecting your ability to enjoy life fully, whether that's walking with friends, climbing stairs without fear, or simply standing tall with confidence. Now we'd love to hear from you. Do you already take any of these vitamins at night? Or are you planning to start today? Share your age, your routine, and your experience in the comments below. We read and reply to every single comment because your journey matters, and your story may inspire someone else who needs this information. If this video has helped you, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with a friend or family member who could benefit, and subscribe to the Golden Age Health Channel for more science-backed solutions designed for seniors and anyone who wants to stay strong as they age. Your legs have carried you through life. Let's make sure they stay strong for the years ahead. Starting tonight, give your body the tools it needs, and let healing, repair, and renewal happen while you sleep.